Good morning, everyone. It's a lovely day here on Mars. I hope it's a lovely day for you too on Earth, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome. I'm excited. Today is a day where I can wrap up previous projects. Just want to wrap up things that I kind of left hanging when I was, fiddling around with that questionable KSP project. So I kind of left a whole bunch of other stuff that I really like hanging. So we're going to wrap up a couple of those things today. The first couple hours, we're going to spend it in surviving Mars, just to sort of get it to the point where it is like guaranteed to be successful. We're not going to see 100% terraforming or anything like that. I'm not going to take it all the way there. It's kind of a grind to get there, so no. But what we will do today is we're going to get it to the point where, and I'm going to let it run so that we can have more success, more chances to do that. We are going to get it to the point where we've got blue skies and to the point where we don't have to deal with a lot of the major disasters that we would otherwise have to deal with. That includes cold waves, dust storms. I think that's it. We're going to get rid of cold waves and dust storms, get blue skies, and I think pretty much from there, if we can get to like trees and stuff, cool, but most likely not. Most likely it'll be like we can get to bushes maybe, but that's probably it. That's where we're going to stop for this. For those of you who are coming on in the live stream, there's gonna be time, right? We gotta give it time. This is kind of a new thing. Streaming on YouTube regularly is gonna be one of these things where I'm not entirely sure where to start the gameplay element of it, because it's like, how long does it take for people to like come on in? But the glorious thing is that all these things are available after the fact as well. They're there, right? So. Koizina Singh Park, hi, welcome. Stealth Hydrak, Alvin, Bluesy Krios, welcome in, guys. Good to see you. After this stream is done, if you're live, it will automatically transition you to the Workers and Resources finale, because we're going to be doing that too. I'm going to do that live, even though that was a VOD series for 77 videos. I'm going to finish it live. And we'll probably spend a good 4, possibly even 5 hours in that. I think there's more to do in that. So, because that game has gotten an update, and I want to take a look at some of the update stuff and whether or not our entire city is broken. But we'll deal with this one here first. So we'll get with this first. So, we financially, we're pretty much done already on this. We've managed to get to the point here where we've got a very solid income, despite having no space elevator whatsoever. Solid being currently almost $12 billion. And we've done that without using space elevator and without using Mohole. Those two wonders are usually game over, but we've avoided them and we're still purring away. So that should tell you just how strong, how overpowered the recon. Oh, that's a fusion reactor. The recon centers are.
Research complete.
They're very strong. So yeah. We just got vegetation growing faster. That's pretty good. We didn't get into all of these things. I still want to see what it's like to put people on an asteroid. So even if it's not a big deal, even if it doesn't matter, even if we don't need the resource, if there is an asteroid that comes up today while we're streaming for the next 2 hours that has water on it, I'm going to send people to it anyway, just because I want to see what that's like. We have all of these... we have all the resources available. We have all the opportunities available to go ahead and do that. So, yeah, we're going to do that. And this is, by the way, the Recon Center is super broken without having this, the Recon Center upgrade. So we've got $12 billion without the upgrade. That's how strong it is. It's very strong. It's way too strong. Alvin, welcome in. Good to see you. I need to hide this. I need to hide the concurrent viewer counter. Because if I can see that in the corner of my eye, it is going to just depress me all the time, and I don't want to see that. Here you go. All right. Alvin, thank you for joining the Hat House. I appreciate it. Welcome back in, man. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you. If you are a Hat House or higher tier on membership, you have access to videos early. We're gonna start kicking those out a lot faster now. I say that right before my Thanksgiving vacation. So, okay, after Thanksgiving, we're gonna start kicking them out a lot faster now. And because I'm gone for 3 days next week, so yeah, I won't be here. I won't be able to create any videos whatsoever Wednesday through Friday. And then probably not a whole lot on Saturday or Sunday either, just because it's the weekend and, you know, dad's on the weekend, kiddo's not in school. But I'll do my best. This still has a performance issue. They still have not fixed this. I'm still on the developer beta or the beta branch for this. And so we still have this really bad frame rate when we go into this area for some reason. And I'm thinking it's got to do with this. I'm thinking it's this here. So if I want to test it, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it off. See if it, well, it's supposed to be off. It doesn't look like it's going to be off. Okay, I wanted to test it and see if it was like the dust particles and stuff that are on that. But the other thing is, if I turn this direction and I face this way, it does it here too. And that the dust isn't even like a thing, you know? We're not rendering the dust right now, but it's still doing it. It's really bad. Ugh. So I can only really look at that stuff if I pause the game. For some reason, this direction works just fine. As long as I'm not over there. It's very bizarre. I know I've been in the Hat House before. Well, I gotta still say it. Otherwise, like, how will other people who haven't been, how will they know? You still gotta say it. I mean, look at Ninja, okay? The guy was like, you know, Twitch Prime, like every 5 minutes. And look at how many subs he had back in the day, right? You gotta hawk that shit or it ain't gonna happen. Let's see. So, I think when we get to, is it 55 and 55? Atmosphere gets to 55 and 55. 55 on the temperature, 55 on the atmosphere. That is when toxic rains will end. But 50% is where the blue skies happen, and it's also when dust storms will end. And then we need to get to 50% on the temperature to end cold waves. I think like once you get rid of the disasters, you've basically won. At that point, it's just scaling it up, adding food when you need it, adding whatever. And with $12 billion in the bank, we can kind of do whatever we want, right? We can order things from Earth. So I just need to get rid of the disasters and stuff.
Cold wave approaching.
See, one last ditch, one last hurrah, right, Mars? One last hurrah. Okay. So, looks like they're going to give us a cold wave in 3 sols. How fast is the temperature going up right now? 0.25 per sol. Well, it's not fast enough, that's for sure. And we're also losing 0.635% per sol on atmosphere, so that's not rising as fast as I would like, but it is rising fast enough to stop dust storms. So I'm okay with that. I can let that rise. We're currently seeing about 1.36% per sol. Yeah. And it looks like it's growing. Yeah, our loss. So we need more magnetic shields to start that. Let's see. Look at this. So P-type asteroids are rare and contain an abundance of rare metals and water. There you go. While these don't contain exotic minerals, they usually have polymers and metals. Well, we will go get the polymers and metals. But we will do so with the detailed scan. Let's go check it out. I want to put people on this asteroid. So we have 872 water with 3 deposits. Beautiful. I think we do this. So if I'm going to do this, I need to prepare a rocket with the ability to bring colonists. And we're going to want geologists, probably. So we're going to send, I think, 3 geologists, 1 medic. Maybe go 2 with no specialization. Honestly, I have no idea what we need. But we'll send 6 people to this. To create the mining station and stuff. Looks like it costs polymers and machine parts. The habitat costs metals, polymers, electronics. Like I've never set one of these up before, so this is gonna be totally new to me. Never even like practiced it offline. So I need a bunch of polymers basically, and metals and machine parts and a few electronics. And then we also need the water tank, I think. Yeah, so that's more metals. Oxygen tank, more metals. Okay, electrolyzer is going to cost us metals. Okay, maybe I don't know if we need the fusion reactor. It seems a bit pricey for what we're doing, but it does guarantee that our power always stays on. Because if we run out of power with this, then people die, right? So maybe we'll just bring enough resources to build the fusion reactor too. 30 concrete. Okay, so we just need to bring a bunch of stuff. Let's just do that. So we're going to have, I think, 7 drones for this. We'll bring 1 explorer. Getting close to our limits here. We're going to bring probably... Let's start with 40 polymers. We'll start with, let's say, 20 machine parts. We'll go with... Wow, we're getting really up there now, aren't we? Yikes. 35 concrete? That's basically all we can afford. And 2 electronics. The electronics are thankfully very light. We need more metals than this, though. There are metals on the surface. There might be polymers on the surface, too. We're going to need a lot more metals than this, though. And then, of course, we need to bring food. Yeah, wow, this is very challenging. Okay. Maybe we just simply cannot bring the Explorer because it weighs too much. We have auto extractors. I think not. Maybe 1, because the auto extractor could get us the metal that builds the other habitat, right? So maybe that's a good play. We have 22 souls for this. That's a long time. That's awesome. We'll bring one of the auto extractors. And then metal and we need a lot more food than this. This is nowhere near enough food. We're gonna have to bring 2 rockets. So let's not bring return fuel. We'll bring the return fuel with another rocket. That seems risky. I don't want to do that. No, we'll bring food with another rocket. Yeah, bring a little bit less on the machine parts. So nerve-wracking. People are gonna die. 9 food. We have 6 people. This will hopefully be okay for now, and then we can bring more food in the next rocket. Yeah, we'll do that. And I think that's it for now. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. We'll request that. Seriously? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So there's no living space on the asteroid. Make sure you bring enough to build the micro-G habitat, which has room for 14 residents. Yes, okay. And then we will then go up here And we're going to visit it with a second rocket. Prepare a Griffin with a second rocket, right? And then we'll have... We don't have any prefabs for those things. So we have to build the prefabs for all these things. So let's say we will build 10 machine parts, 15 more polymers. Let's bring like, I don't know, 35 metals. We don't need any drones on this one, although, yeah, I might have been a little light on the drones on the other one. It's fine. This one should have a lot of food with us. Let's bring at least... Yeah, bring like 70 food. Bring more. We have 20-something days, right? So bring like 100 food with us. That's fine. Yeah. And then it has some extra resources that I couldn't fit on the other rocket and all that stuff. So I think this is okay. It'll be fine. We're not bringing the Explorer though. Still not bringing an Explorer. I want to though. How much weight do I need for that? 10,000. 10,000. Okay. So I bring less food. Life resources, right? Priorities. We should have more priority, right? Here. Nope. One less. 87 food. And then we can bring the Explorer. Okay. That's what we'll bring for this one. Cool. So both of those rockets are going to that asteroid. Nice! All right. We'll let that do its thing. We'll set people up on the surface. I don't know how that works. One thing we could maybe do is send a cargo rocket with some of these prefabs. Oh, not. Yeah. Yeah, we need the water extractors. We have to build a water extractor. Hopefully, I brought enough stuff to do that. I hope. I really hope I did. If I didn't, I guess I'm gonna have to get another rocket. Maybe we should. Maybe I should buy another one of these. Another asteroid lander. I can always lift off and come back. And that's way cheaper than buying another rocket, so never mind. We'll have you bring some seeds and some extra metals. That's not a lot of metals. That'll do. That'll do. Bring some stuff down. Good morning, Running Rabbit. How are you? Does a fusion reactor need 24 people to work? No. It'll work with one person. It just won't do full output. That's all. Blue skies. Nothing but blue skies. We'll see it in the morning. This is my view right here. See the blue skies. Yep. Today the sun rose above a scene so spectacularly normal that it was everything but. And now we will have no more dust storms. So all that's left now is to get the temperature up to 50%, and then the cold wave will go away forever. Okay, I think that was Griffin. Nope, that was Rocket Man. So Griffin's resources are not quite loaded. They're very close to being loaded. So Griffin should leave very soon after. I was hoping. Very soon after. Go. There. Right, so Rocket Man arrives first. Griffin is now taking off.
Found.
And we need to figure out where in the world do we want to land. So there's 283 water there. That's not great. Very low source of water there. And over here, wow, this is bad sources of water. We need to investigate these anomalies as well. I have a little bit of time to do that because this is the one with passengers on it. So we're gonna wait on this, I think, until the other rocket gets here. Because the other one has the Explorer, and then I can figure out what this is. If this is another source of water, then I can be better prepared for that. This water is pretty bad. Very low, low, and average. This is probably the most likely place. And then to get the resources, though, there's not that many of them. Like, where are... This is a bad rocket. This is a bad asteroid to go to. But it's just enough to see what it's like, you know? So we're going to let this other rocket get here. However long that takes. Should be very quick. Should be. How is it not here yet? It should only take 2 hours to get here. There it goes. Okay, so now we have Griffin. That will land first. And I think we'll put it like, yeah, like right over here. That's a tough call. I'm not sure where to land you. Why do you have to be shaped like this? This is the why we can't have nice things. If I put you here, that kind of restricts where I can build. But at least it lets your drones cover this whole area. I'm gonna go here. I don't particularly like it, but I'm gonna go here. So that's gonna be the one that doesn't have colonists. They can live another 115 hours in this rocket. You need to make fuel on the asteroid to get back? No, I brought the fuel. The fuel is part of my cargo. Return fuel is part of my cargo. All right, scan that anomaly, please. I want to know if this is water. And if it is, then I'm getting this rocket the hell out of the way. And then we're going to land. We're going to set up a habitat right here.
Research complete.
First
Milestone
rainfall.
Achieved.
Oh, man, I want to see it. Can I see it? Let me go back. Can I see it? Yeah. Nice. Clear rain, too. It's not toxic. Perfect. We have time to get rid of the toxic rains. You know? Land you here, I guess. Go back to the asteroid. That's underground. Hey, look, the underground. It's still a thing that exists. Back to the asteroid. Notice how quickly the changes happen now? You don't have the loading screens and stuff anymore. They've sped that process up. I like that. They're still completely separate maps, but they at least sped the process up. All right, if this is not water, then we'll set the colony up right here for it. And then I guess they won't be able to really do anything, but we'll have people on the surface, so okay. And I guess the water extractor, though...
Anomaly found.
Wait.
Our initial spectrographic analysis confirmed it. Chromium.
Deep rare metals.
Such a rich deposit of such a rare metal.
Deep rare metals.
Important was an understatement.
Deep rare metals at 700 high. Okay, we're gonna unload everything here and then lift off. I think that's how we do this. We unload it all, and then we lift off. So we're gonna take and create a depot. Let's do... We'll start with a universal, I guess, but we're going to need to drop off the food, right? That's the main thing. So why don't we drop off food, like, right over here? And, oh, right, you have to clear the site first, because yeah, there we go. We also need to drop off a lot of the other stuff. So why don't we just put in a metals depot right next to it here, and then a universal can go in, like... here. And then the colony can actually be right here now to extract this rare metals deposit instead. You go get that real quick, and then when I lift off, I'll take you with me. We don't need the explorer after this. If I was thinking ahead, I would have not landed this directly on the anomaly. Because if there's water on it, I wanted to get the rocket out of the way anyway, right? So I shouldn't have landed it here. It is what it is. Whatever. Can you guys unload the rocket, please? Yeah, you're spending all this time on this. I don't want you to. Let's say that I want you to not auto mode. Can you just have, like, unload? I want you to unload everything, okay? Unload it all, please. Zeros across the board, please. Just get it all unloaded. Can you do that for me? Thank you. Yep. Yep, focus on that, please. It's 97 hours to land. Again, we have 21 souls on this. That's a lot of time.
Anomaly analyzed.
3,000 research. Okay, so we'll just bring the explorer back over here. It's low-grade water. You know, we might be able to have some of the the water pumps and stuff built. Like if I went and micro G auto water extractor, right? If I could build that over here, there's no cable connection currently, but if I built that here, sorry, we could then take and hook it up to, let's do a small water tower. Hook that up to like maybe here. And then the electrolyzer, which takes power as well, that could be hooked up like this. The pipes could all just go like that. It should theoretically connect everything together. And then we'll have an oxygen tank storing oxygen for them, right? You can slip that maybe right here. No big deal. And then from there, we just need to power it all. We'll plant this nice big solar array, I think, right over here. It's fine. And then that will hook up all of the stuff. That doesn't need power. Yeah, no, that'll hook up all the stuff. We'll also need a battery. And it's going to need to be an accumulator, so we'll place that here. All right, so they'll start building that stuff after they unload and whatever. And no, I still want you to unload though. Oh, they're going to build this stuff first. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Maybe I should land this rocket anyway, like right here. If I land it here, I still have room for the habitat, right? But then I can get access to these drones, because these drones are, like, they're going to need to do things. Man, I just cannot find a good place to land. I guess here. Yeah. But where's my habitat? Like, I don't know how big the habitat is. Maybe I need all this room for the habitat, right? I don't know. I have no idea how big it is. I think for the space, we should do smaller ones. Because this is still more efficient for the space. So why don't we hook you up this, this, and this. That should at least get you going. Yeah, maybe we'll connect you like that too. But then I have more room over here now, and so I need those drones. That's the problem. Like I need this to land because I need your drones. Can I get you right here? I want it right there. Yeah. Right there, I think. Ideally, like a couple more back, like here would have been cool. But we'll make do. Okay, we're gonna land it there because I need the drones. The question though is, do the colonists? Do the colonists die though? Will the colonists die, or will they like? Like, are they gonna stay in the rocket? Like, how does this work? How do you bring people down to the surface with no facilities at all for them to live in? You know, like ideally, if you're bringing people down to the asteroid, you don't have to build everything before you drop the colonists, right? Normally, you don't bring colonists to Mars until you have a place for them to live. And the same thing for the underground. But for an asteroid, I feel like they're gonna come out. Yeah, they're gonna come out here and they're gonna have nowhere to live at all. You know, how does that work? Good Lord. All right, we need a place for them to live. So, where's the micro G habitat? Anywhere? Domes. Habitat. Right here. Oh, it's actually fairly small. I like the size on this. But then, oh, okay. So it's like it's just like a dome. It's the range. They'll work in the range. Okay. So I need them to be. Well, I need it to kind of be here. I need this rocket out of the way. Damn it. This rocket's gonna cause me emotional pain. I landed this in the worst possible spot. Actually, I might be able to get it. And it's still gonna hit this, but if I put it here, I think I could still get an extractor on that deposit. I'm gonna place it here. I want this to be the highest priority, and then I want you guys all to connect it. I mean, they're not gonna have any power, they're not gonna have any oxygen. You have to build all of it from scratch when you land them, right? I mean, that's... You don't have the time to set up the infrastructure for people, so it's almost like you have to send 2 rockets, right? Like, this rocket should have set this all up before you bring them. How do you have enough time? This is not easy. All right. I mean, I have to build the critical infrastructure for everybody. And that means the electrolyzer has to be on. That means that water, like all of this has to be on and set up before this can even operate. Right? Yeah, like it's not worth the effort, right? I wanted to try it once just to see what it's like. And like all of this has to be set up before they can even, like, they're gonna die. Yeah, they're gonna stand outside and die. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna stand outside and die. Good luck to everyone. GG. Because that's what it's gonna take. All of these buildings have to be built before you can do anything. Electrolyzer, come online. I need the water online as well. Yep. I need the water online, and then I need this to be connected to this. Please, go. Electrolyzer needs power. Of course it does. Large solar panels going in, hopefully, very soon. This needs to get... I mean, they're just going to stand outside and die. Where are they? I need O2. I can't breathe. I know. Like... I know, man. I feel like I'm playing Planet Base all over again right now. You know, you have to drop people down, and then you have to build the stuff as fast as possible. Yeah. I'm playing Planet Base. That's what this game is now. We've reduced it to Planet Base. At least we're getting oxygen into the tank. That's happening. We're not getting water in the tank, but, you know, hey, whatever, I guess. It is what it is. Power's online. Yep. We should be building this now, please. Hopefully. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close that. Thanks.
A colonist has died.
Yep. That's pretty much how this works, man. You have to set it all up before you land this rocket. Like, there's no way to do it. You can't just like have them help you build this. Get in the base. No, they won't. Why? Because there's no power. Great. Come on. You can do it, guys. You can do it. Build this as fast as possible. Get in there. Get in the habitat.
Resources are low.
Get in the habitat. Oh no. Is there a child in here? No. No, you're just very small. Everything is just very small. Yeah. Actually, I thought I saw a senior. Middle-aged. Senior. Great. Why did you bring a senior? I didn't have a choice, by the way. I just choose professions. The game assigns them. Apparently, they assigned a senior. Great. Good stuff. And obviously, now it's now nighttime, so good luck also with that. So we're not going to have power at all because it's night. Yeah, that's not a good thing. So do not bring people until you have everything established initially. The first rocket should have all the drones. The second one should have the colonists. I did this totally backwards. Okay, good to know. We're professionals. All right, good. Oh, good. C. Jacobs, thank you for the 2 months in the Hat House. Appreciate it. You missed the streams. Gonna have a lot more. I'm actually thinking of making Sherlock a stream instead, because the video is performing horrendously, as expected. Honestly, it's a story game, so I expected that. So I'm thinking about making Sherlock a stream. So we'll probably just do that, just so there's interaction and I can do it with you guys and solve the puzzles with you guys, and we can decide things together too. You know, we can hammer it out. Just the two of us, which is hopefully more than two. Hey, are you causing dust? Oh, you jerk. I think you are. Raise dust, frick. That's a big dust for water too. All of this is getting dusted. Perfect. At least we have power and water and only 2 alive. 4 of them died. 4, guys. 4 of them are dead. And we're gonna dust the base as we lift this off too. So that's really great. Okay then. We're gonna bring this thing back to Mars. It has no cargo. It's unloaded, yeah. So let's bring this thing back to Mars. I do not want to bring the colonists with me because there aren't enough of them. Only 2 survived. Good. Good. All right, we will bring more on our way back with the other base. We're gonna do this way better the next time. We currently have 2 prefabs. Oh, the auto extractors, right. So we don't want to bring any of those with us. We actually want to set one up over here for the metals. So let's get an auto extractor over here. Yep, and then we'll have the power cable just head, I guess, this way. Oh, can you not? You can't. Of course not. Why would you be able to go to that tile? Christ. Wow, all the way around then, shall we? Probably the single worst possible way of doing this is what I've done. To be fair, this asteroid sucks. Like, this cross pattern makes it really hard to access things while also having rockets in ideal locations for control. But totally could have done this way better. Yeah, this is not great. Let's cancel this. See if we can get this. And still, the game itself doesn't allow you to just bring a power cable straight through here either. You have to do this. You have to go with the hexagons. For all the positivity that people have about hexagons, they also can suck. They might be better, but they also suck. I think I just need to give this thing a separate power source. I'm just going to give it a separate power source for now. Whatever. You there. Are you ready to lift off? Yeah, good. You're not taking the extractors with you. You're not taking... No. Do not take the colonists with you. And you are taking the vehicle with you, though. So, go. Goodbye. Drones, heal this. It needs attention. It's bad. It's bad. Also, we're not charging very fast. We're charging at 13. It's not very good. We need more power. Let's get more. Here will be one, and here there be another. In the dust. Yes, that makes sense. Totally. Because when you can build it this way, you should totally not. Build it out of the dust, right? Just put it right in the dust. It's good. Okay. We have enough, yeah, we got enough for soul. Obviously, we're not doing fusion because I don't have the people anymore. So, back to Mars. Let's land this, and we're gonna pick it right back up and do it again. Cold wave is going on right now, actually, and I am thankful that I had all of my. Yeah, I still had my subsurface heaters running this whole time. Cool. I've had it running through the warm period as well. Great. Because I totally didn't turn them on just now, so that's happened. Murphy's Law in full effect. Love it. Visit asteroid. Back here, yes. Visit. And we want to take with us If we could, please. Kind of like none of this stuff. Drones. Drones would be good. This, yes. Colonists. We want geologists. 3 more of those. Let's get, like, I don't know, 1 nose specialist. I really don't know what jobs there are on the surface of, like, I don't know how many jobs there are. It seems like geologists would be the only thing you ever need. But I don't know. Is there a reason to bring a botanist, for example? I don't know. Let's go with 5 geologists, and then we'll bring... Yeah, I don't know. We'll bring, like... Wait a minute. Why are you showing 86 food? You didn't... No, you didn't bring the resources back with you, did you? Why? Oh, there's no cargo in here. So why are you no. Why did you, why do you say current? That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that readout. Go 35. We'll send a little bit more concrete. We shouldn't need the metal if we're auto extracting it, so we're not bringing metal. And then we definitely need drones. And yeah, the basics are fine. Maybe like 1 more electronic or something. Maybe 2. And then, again, I think geologists are kind of the only thing you need, right? So we'll just bring them. Okay. So we're good here? We're good here, right? We're good? Read the column names, Charlie. Yeah. I didn't read the header, okay? I read the column names. Current. I didn't read the header. Malaysia. Malaysia. BM11. I mean, I can bring more things, so I should. Right? I mean, I've got a lot, so... Since I can bring more, I should bring more. Bring 8. Go! And get that thing back on the asteroid.
Resources are low.
Are they now? Are you sure? Didn't know. We have no stored water. Fantastic. Do we have stored power? Not enough. Well, hopefully the sun doesn't go down soon. Judging by the length of the shadow, I would say it's about to. At least we're able to get some metals out of this. And then this whole place, I think we need a place to put, you know, the waste rock that's not nearby. So yeah, we'll just have it be like right there. Fine. Which is probably right where I want to land the rocket. No, that's too close. Screw it. Leave it where it is. I wouldn't land the rocket there anyway. Okay, so people are gonna die now. Have fun, people. Time to die. It's time to die because this thing does not start distributing power until it has 300 power. So, good. Oh, you know what? Here, try this. Can we build this? Wait. Really? Was it intentional to not allow me to have Stirling generators on the surface of asteroids? Why not Stirling? Why not? Why is Stirling missing from asteroids? Is there a technological reason why a Stirling generator wouldn't work on the surface of an asteroid? Maurice, hi, welcome. Dino Master, howdy, how are you? That's very interesting. I don't know why that's a thing. We want to get a mining station, which takes even more power. But this should, I don't think it's gonna get both. It's not going to get both. We'll do it on this one. I love how it's... Look at the distance, right? The distance it can mine is just one tile less than its dust radius. But had we had the dust radius be the mining radius, I could have gotten both of these with one station. That's unfortunate. We will place this here, I guess. I don't think we can't get both. I don't think. No required resource. Yeah, no required resource. So you have to be firmly over it. Yeah, so that wouldn't get this. I can't get them both. Okay. So we'll put you here. And then the auto extractor will be placed over here, I guess. And then we'll run the power through the whole thing. Whatever, we'll run it from the base. I guess. We're gonna need even more power. We set up a big old solar array. Should have done this a long time ago, right? The big one. I mean, I was gonna do the big one, but you can actually fit, really, you get more power for the space with these other little ones. I probably should just put a bunch of these little ones in instead. Power for the space? No, power for the resource. You get more power for the resource to spend by using the little ones. And we just need a ton more power generation, which fusion reactors could have done, yes, but they take a kind of insane amount of workforce to really generate a meaningful amount of power. You can work them with one person, but to get a meaningful amount of power, it's just better to put a bunch of solar and batteries, I think. Watch them all die. You ready? Here they go. They're gonna die. They're suffocating. I'm sorry, guys. I am. I really am. The first group, it's not going well. It's not going well. Where is this other rocket? How are you not lifting off yet? What is the deal? Not enough fuel. You have 35 out of 35. You have 35 in the tank, and you have 35 in storage. You have enough fuel. Go. You absolutely have enough fuel. Go. What is the deal? Missing requested payload. No, it's not. 20 out of 20, 10 out of 10, 35, 40, 5, 10. Colonists, ready. Drones, ready. Refueling, 35 out of 35. What's the problem? I mean, it says 0 out of 8, but it also says ready. So, like, what's the deal? Still says ready. Launch it anyway. It says it has the payload. Launch it anyway. Go. You have everything I've asked for. You have all the passengers. You have all the drones. You have the fuel. You have it in storage. You're bugged out. Go. Off you go. ROL, how are ya? Good to see ya. Maybe Sterlings need atmosphere? I don't know the science behind a Sterling generator. Maybe? I don't know the science behind a Sterling generator.
Resources are low.
I don't see a reason why it couldn't operate here on the surface, though. Okay, so we can have people working here, and we should. We will amplify this, and we will hopefully have enough power. Let's see, you're charging at 23. That's a good rate. When all of these get built, then you'll be able to charge even faster. We're gonna make this a very high priority job. Get everybody in there working double time. And now we can land Griffin, which has 8 more people. And of course, I did actually put that right where yeah. I mean, I did say that that's what was happening when I placed it, but then I thought I might be able to get that in there anyway. Like right here, but turns out no. If I put it over here, does that still technically work? It will have the drones, it will have, I think it has the range, the people can walk all the way over to the habitat. I think it's still possible to just do this here. But I originally wanted this to land right here. Whatever, delete this. Move it. How much is in there? 34. Yeah, no thanks. We'll just put a small dumping site like right here instead. All right, guys, get the stuff. Building's not working because there's no people. Griffin, can we land here? Yeah, we can land here now. No, it doesn't dust anything. Good. Land it down. Okay, all the waste rock just vanishes. Love it. Now, when we land, then they'll all come down and they'll all work here. We're not going to have them work at night because this draws 15 power. But now all the geologists, they can all just head into the habitat. Yep, and then head over here to work. Very good. Very good. Okay, then. We are now extracting the high grade, these high, awesome, rare minerals, okay? Rare metals. And the metals over here. And the water here, which is almost out. Shit. Oh, this sucks. Don't bring people to asteroids. It is not worth it. that's the long and short of it. It is so not worth it. This is like, who balanced this and who thought it would be worth it? I want an explanation. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring water in like this. Here. And then the pipes need to go basically out like this. And hook up to there. Totally not worth it. Like, look at how much extra we had to do. And we killed 5 people in the process. Which, to be fair, that was my fault, not the fault of balance. That was just me being like, oh yeah, we could totally just build this stuff into existence after the people land. I'm sorry, I thought maybe AI would just keep them in this perfectly habitable rocket for a while after we landed, but nope. That's not how the game works. It's not how it works on Mars. It's not how it works here. So, okay, fine, good. No power, of course. Let's get it power like that. Very good. And then you are going to operate not in the morning. I don't think I'm going to amplify you either. There's no point. Yep, okay. So with 18 souls left, there's no point in having this operate during the night. I don't care because it's going to get up all of them anyway in 18 souls. So it's fine. And then you are probably going to be my... I don't know. I think I do want a third one of these. If I am being honest, I think having a third one of these is a good idea. I'm gonna have that shipped. Off you go, rocket. Goodbye. And then we'll send in a resupply mission. We'll send, I think probably 50 of these metals, and then another resupply mission. We could send some of the machine parts that I'm lacking. Yep. Okay, good. Back to the asteroid. They are able to extract 25 per soul, which is very fast, compared to the auto extractor, which is able to do just 5 without amplification. This is amplified, so if we wanted to do amplification here, we could. Since I have 17 souls, and I'm able to do 5 per soul, I'm easily going to be able to get this without amplification, so I'm not going to amplify this. It's the same thing with this. I'm able to do 7 per soul, and there's only 43 there, so I easily have enough time to do it. When this is gone, I can then tear this down, and the water can stay here, but at least stuff won't be getting dusted anymore. And then we'll probably have to set up the water over here instead if it's very low, which is kind of blah, but yeah, we'll have to probably. So why don't we just plan on that? Like already, we'll just plan on that. Go that way. Oh, good. So we can't do that. Wait, maybe it'll let me. I hate the zigzaggy pipes, but it works. Yep, it'll work. Water extractor will just go like this. Yep. And then we'll be able to get the water from here. We'll also need power that way, which is harder to get because of this zigzag, but if the pipe can do it, no, that's not how it works. Pipes go over top of the landscape. However, nope. This asteroid is like the worst asteroid ever. I really don't like this crisscross. We're gonna need, how much power does this thing draw? Oh, wrong one. It's you. Hit 5 power. Okay, so what I need is, I guess, 2 more solar panels on this side, outside of the dust range, probably. 2 more solar panels like this, and then a battery. And then I hook up the cables like that. That will give me the water from that source too. It's just not worth it. It's a very, yeah, it's just the tight space. It's like the rock has great surface area, but it's got these choke points. And in order to get the control, the rocket, in order to get the control close enough to everything, you kind of have to place the rockets near the choke points. In hindsight, I probably could have placed the rocket right here. But again, that puts that makes it dust everything, and I don't want it to do that. I want it outside the dust range. Now that it's already landed, I kind of don't care about this being dusted, but sure. All right, we're operating at a 1 water deficit right now during the day. However, I have decent amounts of stored oxygen. We're still up. Oh, right, because this is gone. Right, this is gone. That's why. So let's destroy this. Yep, and then we build this. That's the entire reason why I wanted to build this. Okay. Then we remove the life support pipe. That's not needed anymore. This one can go too. It's not needed anymore. This can then get torn down. No big deal. We could actually, if we wanted to, we could salvage that power cable too, because all of this is connected to the same grid anyway. These are clearly not needed anymore, so bye. And then where's all of our food? It's still on board this rocket. All right, sure. Food here. Rare metals will go here. The metals we'll place here. And then we'll just stick a universal at that point right here. All right, drones, you have something to do. Please do it. Let's amplify you. I don't think so. We don't need it. Once this is up, we can do it then. The random events are always the same. Maybe we should dart it. Hey, can you guys like build this first? Kind of fun, right? I think it'd be fun to build this first. You should do that. You should do that. Build that first. This second. This first. Can we operate with -1 water? I mean, no. Not really. Not really, no. Fine, we'll amplify. Because I need the output, so amplify the thing, please. Let's get that done, I guess. Rockets should both have their fuel. Yep, they are refueled. No cargo on this one, that's okay. We might be able to start requesting rare metals to get served here, but the drones are going to start unloading this rocket.
Funding
I don't
received.
want them to start placing it here. So, did we get the amplification? Yeah. All right. So we're now operating it without the deficit of water, thankfully. Now it's just a power deficit, which is always going to happen at night, but we can last 39. Well, it's negative 39 and a half. So we need to see what. Okay, here's what I want to do here. We're gonna salvage that real quick. And when it becomes daytime again, these will start charging the battery at 10, which is what I want it to do, just for a little bit. And then after it's had a little bit of time to start storing power, then we'll connect it and we'll turn this one on. Because technically we are we not we are at a water deficit? Wait, why are we at a water deficit? You're not producing anything? Oh, it's off. Turn it on. Yes, I can swear without moving my lips. Because I don't want you to know what I said. I was like a puppeteer just now. What do they call those guys? The ones that can talk without moving their lips. What do they call those guys? Got a special name for it. I think it started with an M, but I don't remember what it was. Okay, turn that on. Got some stored power in there now. That's nice. Because remember, this thing needs to have 30 before it starts to distribute, I think. So I need to be able to pump a whole lot of power in there as like a starter. There we go. Hopefully now that's sufficient to keep it running. I don't know. We have a good water surplus now. Pump it into this tank right here. Oh, ventriloquist. Okay, so it definitely doesn't start with an M. Thanks. I knew it was a complicated word. I get points for that, right? At least. You know, based on the supply, I'm going to say there isn't 26 days worth of... Like, there isn't enough days of water here, you know? I don't think there is enough water here to last us this long. So we may not have 16 souls to get this stuff, you know? And for that reason, I think since we are limited by water supply for sure, I am going to place, if I can afford to do so, it appears as though I can. I'm going to place one of these suckers in here. Does that mean I dust the thing? Yes. But I don't think it matters. I'm going to dust everything with this, and that's going to have to be fine. Because I want to get all of the rare metals I can. So let's go. You know, no, it's good. We'll do it. We'll dust it. It's fine. I mean, there's realistically only maybe 6 more days left until we have to bring people home. So, like, once the water's gone, that's it. You know, you gotta go home. And we'll amplify this one too. And then with that amplification, how is our power looking? Could be better.
Resources are low.
We're low on metals? It is off. Give you that. It is off. Well, you know, I might lift this off, take people home with this one. This one's like in the heart of everything, though. I should probably lift this one off. Yeah, because as soon as I lift this one off, it doesn't dust anything except this. By the time I lift this off to bring colonists home, this shouldn't exist anyway. So never mind. And we're able to fill this tower, which is very good for us too. I might get a second tower. Hopefully not in a dust range. Well, good luck with that. Are you kicking up dust? Well, yeah, you're a mining station. You're just like an extractor, but with people. All right, we'll put you over here then. And then let's add, like, I don't know, 2 more solar panels to the mix with the metals we're getting from over here. You don't have any power? Why? Oh, I amplified you. Never mind.
Resources are low.
Never mind. That was the whole. Yeah. Good job on the amplification there, buddy. Yeah, you're so smart. Drop them in. Ventriloquist. The M stands for moth. Ventriloquist starts with an M. Yeah, it's. Haven't you ever heard? It's the M is silent. It's like psychic, right? Like, why the hell? Why does it have a P in the front? Okay. I get philosophy just because somebody decided P and H together is the F sound. All right, I get that, but like, psychic, psychotic, just psi in general. Why is there a P? It doesn't make sense, right? It makes sense if you know the origins, and that's it. If you think about it any other way, it's just whatever, you know? Gross. It's gross. By the way, you know what also is gross? Enjoying the stream and the entertainment without hitting the like button. That is gross as well, honestly. You haven't done that yet. Please hit the like button. Did Charlie say moth for mouth? You know what? They're all the same, okay? It's all the same. It's the same thing to some people. Moth mouth. Potato. Pharaoh does not start with an F. Yeah, it's PH though. Like, somebody decided PH is an F sound. So as long as you keep that consistent, then you're good, right? But like what? Just like psychic, PSY, psi? Just make it SY. Why do you need the P for? It does nothing. It is functionally worthless, okay? Right, it is just, it's unacceptable, right? I demand an explanation.
Resources are low.
Still low on metals because this thing is only operating during the day. I probably should drop a power accumulator here. I have the resources to do so, so we will do it. See how we're low on power? That's a problem. So we need more solar panels to give us more power. This is gone now. Oh, good. The water does not last long at all. I'm telling you. This water is just... We need a much better source of water. This is probably the worst asteroid, yeah, to like test this out on. Like, you want to test what it's like to bring people? Let's do it on this asteroid. No. This was a bad one to do it with. We should not have done this. We should not have come here. You should not be here. On the plus side, though, we do have an okay amount of water stored while we're sitting here at a deficit, waiting for these solar panels to build so that I can turn this back on as amplified. Good luck. Actually, wait a minute. With amplification, you'd be 17.5? No, 7.5 power. Plus 10. You'd be 15 power. Yeah, you can do that. Output is fine. But I would need another one. Indeed, I would need one more to offset that. 20, that gives me +5. I need +10. You need +15. To offset it all the way through the night, you need +15. There you go. Honestly, if I could just lift this off, then I could just drag that power straight through, but I'm not going to do it. I'd rather be wasteful. Why be efficient when wasteful is so fun? See? Seriously though, this needs to go first, right there. All right, good. You don't want to test with the worst conditions to test the limits. Oh, don't you want to test with the worst conditions? No. No, not when people's lives are on the line, no. Right, we're talking about people's lives here, all right? Senior, middle-aged. Why are you bringing seniors? Why bring seniors? They're not gonna work. I brought people here to consume my resources, that's it. All right, start packing this up. Auto load all the things, all right? Except the drones. Don't load those. Go. Let's start getting this thing loaded. Get ready to leave. We have these 2 extractors that will be continuously pulling the resources from this for quite a while, but like, look at this. Even with 26 per, wait a minute. 26 per soul. I've been here for how long? Wasn't it like 18 souls when I got this thing fully staffed? So I've been here for 3 souls at 26 per soul. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah. I just felt like I should go faster than that, but all right, sure. All right. Can't seniors work now? Isn't it a breakthrough you have? You know, it's been like, what, 5 weeks since we played this game? I don't even remember what I got for my breakthroughs, okay? Let's see. Let's see, what do we have? What do we have for the breakthrough? We have the construction bots. I still haven't done the biorobots. Would like to do that too. I don't see anything in here where old people can work. I do have the research where retirement happens later in life. I have that. But I don't see the breakthrough where old people can work. Prefab, refab, that's cool. If we can get that done before we leave the asteroid, that would be awesome, right? Then we could just pack all of this up as prefabs and we can take it with us. We wouldn't need to worry about being wasteful with resources. I could just pack this up and move it over here, you know? Who needs to build another one? Not me. Nope. Why would I want to do that? Oh gosh, the metals. The metals. They're not being collected fast enough. And then I could pack this up and move it over here. 14 souls.
Resources are low.
I could amplify this one. We'll amplify this one. Fine. We have a good enough amount of polymers to keep maintaining this. Good. Only 155 water remaining. That seems healthy. But we are -2 on water, so we're about to lose all of our water, I think, here. I wonder if with the prefab refab, if I upgrade this to have improved photovoltaics, when I prefab it, or sorry, when I refab it into a prefab, and then I deploy it somewhere else, does it maintain the upgrade? I wonder if the game actually tracks that, if it keeps the upgrade or not. We can test it. can science it. There is 86% done. What would I want after this? I love that we've done this without Mohole and Space Elevator. That though I am very happy with. Oh. I don't know if this applies to the mining base. You know? But I should totally put that stuff in there. I don't know if that applies to this. Because this is like a different... It's a different structure. Could have, though. We'll never know now. Rocket Man. Very high grade. You're not going very fast for a very high grade because you're not amplified. No matter how high your grade is, I need to amplify you to get it that fast. How many days until this is done? Uh, 21 hours until prefab refab is done. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. You know? Just, I don't have these built, and that's a problem. You guys splitting the workload. If I amplify this now, start drawing too much power, I'm gonna lose my water. I'm almost out. So I have to amplify this if I want people to survive one more soul. As soon as it's daytime and I have the solar panels operational, I think that's the next course of action. I'm gonna cut this. I don't need it. This is on. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and amplify that. That's gonna suck all the juice out of this. But during the day, we can now sustain it without draining the battery, and that gives us time to build the other ones. But it also should mean... Wait. Did you not increase? Wait, you didn't increase. You only got 0.8 for that? Well, yeah, it's plus 25% production. Oh. Well, that's not worth it at all, is it? Nope. All right, we're gonna have to start packing up people here. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna run out of water, and that means this base here is gonna have to stop operating too. As soon as we run out of water, I mean, that's it. Yeah, electrolysis is down now. With electrolysis down, we won't use as much water. And then we have enough oxygen to last a while, actually. So why don't we go ahead and break down the electrolyzer. And now the water that we are pumping in will be a surplus. Good. So now we're just going to work on... Wait. Don't tell me that you have to be hooked up to a producer. No, you are draining. Yeah, you still have oxygen, right? Yeah, you do. You still have it. So we have a good amount of stored oxygen. We're not going to be able to store a lot of water. We can tear that tower down. And we're only at 72 water left. So we're only going to be just operating on this very small surplus, and then we have to go. So this is the last day for people on the asteroid. And then after this, it's all, you know, we tear it all down, and we have only unmanned extraction from this point on. But we will have the prefabs in 3 hours. And we didn't waste any resources. That's cool. I want to see what that's like. Well, of course, loading these in prefabs probably means I need to send rockets, right? Like, I mean, technically, if you think about like the physics of it,
complete.
right? Wouldn't it, loading it into a prefab, it should have higher mass than storing it in as the resources after breakdown, right? Because for one, the raw resources should theoretically, you should be able to package those a little bit more efficiently, like with space. But the other thing is when you tear something down, you only get half the resources back. So there's double the resources when you package it as a prefab. So I would think this doubles the mass of our return trip, and therefore we need more rockets to come down. So for that reason, hi. Hello, Malaysia BM1 or BM11. Visit. We are going to package absolutely nothing. We're just sending you as a rocket that's going to bring stuff. Well, you're going to need the fuel. You're going to need that. Other than that, though, make sure this is undeselected. Good, good. Okay, so this is just a basic rocket with 35 fuel heading down. That's good. Now, wait a minute. Before we do this, I should upgrade you. Yes. Upgrade you first before we leave. Gravitational discovery. Give me the billion. Nah. Research, please. Upgrade this and then send it, right? Mass shouldn't really change. Volume, sure, but that should increase. Well, no, I would say the mass increases. The mass would increase because of the breakdown, right? I mean, that's if you think about like maybe it is just mass. The cargo rockets, right? They're limited by mass, not volume. They have a theoretical infinite volume, but it's the mass. Everything is sort of calculated that way. But when you break down a solar panel, for example, you only get half the resources back. So my logic behind it having increased mass is that when you prefab it, you're not getting half the resources back, you're getting all of it back. So you're getting more resources and therefore more mass. But the efficiency in space and stuff, yeah, that's volume. But because of that second one, you're probably gonna need. I'm gonna need more rockets.
Resources are low.
All right, so tell me, 48 water left. 48 water. So many rare metals. Start loading the rare metals in this rocket if you could, please. You already are. Oh, you already are. Yeah, there's 110 of them in there already. Excellent. Okay. So we basically just leave. We package up and leave as soon as this is gone. Because we're gonna be able to our oxygen is gonna last longer than our water will. Yep. And we're just gonna do this as best we can. We're gonna put 3 work shifts for this final one here, just to make sure it works the whole time, all the way through the night too. Get as much as you can before we pull out of here. There's 17 spare water, so even when this is gone, we have a little bit of time to get people out safely. We're not going to package drones. That's going to stay with the other rocket. We are going to package all of the colonists. All of the colonists are going with this rocket. And yes. So colonists, you're going with us. It says we're limited to 9. And that's just how many we have, right? 6, 7. Well, we have 9, yeah. So you're gonna bring 9. As soon as I tear this building down, they'll all go to the habitat and then they'll all go over here. And that'll be the end of it. Ooh, super habitable planet. Let's hold off until we're sure. How's that sound? I don't want to be embarrassed. Although the 5 billion sounded cool. I mean, we get the 5 billion anyway, if we're right, so. 3.8 water, and then we'll have 24, and that'll be it. So we're almost done, and... Right, so we have a choice here now. We can either destroy it and salvage it, and get 1.5 metals back. It normally costs 3 to build. Okay. Or we can refab the building. Sounds nice. Okay, I want to refab the panels, which seems really cool. And the battery, yep. We can deconstruct this, although I'm worried about space in that rocket, right? Lifting off. But I'll refab everything, it's fine. Okay, we are now pulling off of only reserve water. And we can go ahead and salvage the power cables and stuff too. That's fine. The pipes and stuff can all get destroyed. Clean this place up a little bit. Here we go. Yep. Okay, they're all being refabbed. Nice. Okay, you guys are about ready to go home, aren't you? You about ready to go? Only a little bit of stored water left. As soon as your work shift is done, we will refab this mining station. Go. And we have 12 stored water left. We're gonna get these guys home. Yep. All that stuff just lingering over there, man. Let's go ahead and we don't have a whole lot of space left, so we're gonna need that other rocket to come down here anyway, right? But the important thing is getting the colonists out of here. That's the biggest thing. So there are 10. Somebody had a baby! How did you have time for this? I thought I had you working in the mines. There is now an asteroid-born child. It says Martian-born. He is asteroid-born, okay? He was conceived and born, well, not necessarily conceived here. Not necessarily conceived. I don't know how long it takes for, births to happen in surviving Mars. I mean, it's always a lot faster than normal, right? But it seems to me the founder stage and the start of the game is 10 days. And you can usually have a birth within like 3 days. So it's reasonable to assume that this child was conceived on an asteroid. We have an asteroid child. Ubi Uranus. Can I name him? Astro Uranus. What, did you think I was gonna change his last name? Come on. All right, so I think we're gonna send Ubi. Yeah, we're gonna send him home. Everybody goes home. We got a fully packed rocket. We're ready to go. Yep. So let's go. Everybody, vehicles, explorer. We don't really have any explorer here anymore. And prefab building. Can I send any? I think I'm gonna leave the prefabs, and we'll take them in other rockets and stuff. That's fine. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. Like, how do the prefabs work? Like, where do you store them? Is it just in existence? That's kind of how it is on Mars. They just exist, like this infinite storage. The colonists should be departing now. I hope. Any minute now. Please leave. Thank you. Okay, this has just ran out of water, and the colonists are out of here. Goodbye. All the people are leaving. Now we can tear this down. Microhabitat. Tear it down. We no longer have any use whatsoever for any water. So we can just take away all the pipes. They're not needed anymore. Same thing with the oxygen and all that, but we can prefab that. Or refab. Ah! Maybe I can't refab that. It doesn't look like it'll let me refab oxygen tanks. But I can do the tower, but not the tank. Wonder why. Stop it. Oh, once you've told it. No. Oh, now I can. Weird. All right, well, never mind. Refab it. That's cool. I was like, once I've told it to salvage, it won't let me refab, but that's not true. I almost said something that wasn't true. Can you believe it? That I would say something that is untrue? I would say something that is not true. I know. Feast your eyes, all right? Maintain your disbelief. All right, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna move that stack there. No, stop doing that. You gotta land a rocket there, you dummy. Do it over here. You don't have to land a rocket here. Speaking of which, hi. You, with 35 fuel, you are upgraded. That's great. Go to Malaysia. Bye-bye. Nope, sorry. That's not what I want to do. I want to take no drones. Don't need them. Don't need any metals. Don't need anything. You are just a cargo rocket bringing things back home, man. For a PC game, I really want them to add text input. I know. Okay, I know. It's like you gotta cater to the consoles. I understand. Here's the thing, though. You can give consoles text input too. You can. You know, they can do that. Get little keyboards, right? They could sometimes, like back in the day, I don't even know if they still have this. Probably Xbox had it, at least I know they did. They had like those little ports on the bottom of the controller, and you just slap a little keyboard on them, right? Serious. Text input superior to arrows every time, every single time. Go. Hopefully you go. I hope you go. Loading requested resources. All right, I need the fuel. Of course. Oh, load it up. Hi, can I? Yep, right here. That one has colonists on board. I love how I'm bringing this rocket back. I'm gonna need actually another landing pad. Yeah, I'm gonna need another landing pad for the other rocket. Okay, need is a bit of a stretch. I want another landing pad for my cargo rockets. Goodbye. Now that the colonists are home safe, I don't need to, like, you know, watch the other... Where are you going? Fine. Go to the Renegade Dome, see if I care. You want to live in the Renegade Dome away from everybody else? You don't like the interconnectivity of this? You want to be locked right into here? You go right ahead. 6 unemployed, probably because there's no jobs in there. Should have thought about that before you ran that way, huh? Your fault, not mine. I just upgraded to Windows 11 and it's amazing. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I probably won't for a very long time. Because that is way too risky for me. Way too risky.
Resources are low.
Okay, I have... What's my power surplus right now? 62? Great. We can prefab all sorts of things. We don't need any of these anymore. Ding, ding, ding. If only there was a prefab button, you know? That's the thing they're missing now. You gotta add that. Oh, here, we gotta do this. A banner on the middle here. You gotta do a banner right here. Let the world know. Let them know that we were here. Somebody else is going to discover this, and they're going to go, huh, look at that. It's an in-place upgrade, impulse upgrade, maybe? Doesn't uninstall anything, assuming you do through Windows Update. Right, yeah, but it's too risky for me as somebody who, like, I need every game to be compatible, right? I need to make sure there are no glitches. This thing doesn't work. Yeah, it kind of bugs out with Windows 11, or, yeah, I know you get poor performance here, or there's, like, something different about it, right? It's not as reliable or anything like that. I can't upgrade my entire operating system like that. Not for what I do. I need a lot of time for that to mature. Like, I didn't even do, like, Mac OS, right? Like, Mac OS 10, I was on Snow Leopard for like 3 years, right? That was 10.6, right? 10.6. I was on 10.6 for a long time. And then, you know, I started to not really need to do film anymore. I got all my films done, all the editing work that I was doing throughout the few years. I got all that done, and I finally said, okay, fine. All right, let's go see what it's up. And it was already 10.10. Like, I just skipped 7, 8, 9, and went right to 10 because I didn't upgrade. It's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. My software works perfectly. Everything in my workflow professionally is so good right where I am that upgrading makes no sense. You are done. Good, prefab. All right, so now it's just this. We have 10 souls. I'm gonna prefab this, and I'm gonna drop it right here. This will be an example of how this system can work. And we get to see if the upgrade stays. So there's an upgrade on this prefab, right? Building is being converted to a prefab. So there's an upgrade on this. We've already amplified it. So now I get to see if I relay this prefab, will it have the upgrade? Or do I lose that? I imagine I do. I imagine I lose it. Because, like, modeling that makes no sense. I don't know why they would do that. But if they did that, that's awesome. So here is a rocket we can land right here. There. All right, and we can start loading things into that rocket now if we want to. Cool. We confirmed that it was indeed a nice, super habitable planet. Good. All right, auto extractor. We go to drop this right here. Is it going to spray dust on that? Yeah. Can we handle that? Yeah. We can handle it for a little while anyway. And then I'll have to re-amplify it, which I have the polymers to do at the moment, so that's nice. Yep, re-amplify. That's okay. Everything's good. Okay, so now we begin to load everything except the drones into this rocket. No drones, but everything else can go. And then we have all, like, the rare metals and stuff that all gets taken back. And then the prefabs are right here, so we'll be taking the prefabs back too, looks like. Nice. You know, this thing really should be connected to the other battery. If there's any way to do that, I should do it. It's a shame power cables can't be prefabbed. You know? Like, I can zigzag this. It's gonna look absolutely atrocious. But hey, that's surviving Mars, man. It makes you do it. Go. Okay. I think I have enough metals to do that. I think. I hope. Maybe. No metals up here or anything, is there? No. Should have had reach over here, so we're good on that. And then over here, of course, still more metals, and that's gonna hook this up, and yeah, there we go. Okay. Good. And once all this is done, we tear it all down. That's the other downside of prefabbing is you don't get the resources back, so you can't, like, continue building somewhere else. But, like, if it's solar panels, you can just, you know, you're moving them. So yeah, I like it. As far as I can tell, it's running faster and smoother with less issues than with Windows 10 and videos. And the videos ripping on it are all videos the videos ripping on it are all videos pre-launch. Oh, I haven't seen any videos at all, Caitlin. I haven't, like, I didn't even, the only video I've ever seen was when Linus got really early access to it. That was it. Like, I have not had any of it. And Microsoft is totally not, like, I don't care about the updates, right? Like, stopping update support doesn't bother me. I have avoided updates this whole time, right? Like, for a year. I don't think I've upgraded my gaming PC with Windows updates for a year. My streaming PC consistently, but not the gaming one, right? I need things to work consistently. I don't need them to have the greatest and best features. I need consistency. And if it's consistent and it's stable, I don't want to touch it. Not when I'm dealing with an environment that is a professional environment. You don't do things like that. Ask any professional editor, any professional video editor. Ask them if they always get the latest and greatest software. No, you do not. You don't even do that with your editing software. Like, people who are ingrained in DaVinci 16 and have existing projects open for DaVinci 16 are not going to upgrade to DaVinci 17 until that project is done. That's it. Like, you just don't do that. It's very irresponsible to do that. And once your projects are done, then okay, you can evaluate it. But if you have something existing, you don't touch it. You just don't. If you're not working in a professional capacity with your computer, then it doesn't matter. But if you have, like, client stuff on the line, you just don't do that. I suspect... am I dusting you? I think I'm dusting this one. Let me actually salvage that one. Get a little bit of extra metals. I think I'm dusting that one. This one I think I've avoided dusting, but the other one I'm pretty sure was dusting. Oh, we have a lot of food in here too. Well, we don't need that, and we don't need that. Yeah. You don't need any desired things. Time to hire an ethical hacker so you can at least get the security updates. No. You're misunderstanding me. You're misunderstanding me. Security updates and all that stuff, when I don't have an existing project, if I do not have an existing project that is open, pending, right? Like, I have not started it, it is already done, then yeah, I'll update and get security updates and all that stuff. That's fine. But when you have an existing project, you do not touch your software. I like how, like, everyone unanimously in chat is going, dude, really, seriously, you should compromise your workflow, dude. There's security vulnerabilities. Yeah, like you're gonna get a virus, dude. Somebody's gonna hack you, man. Yeah, you should do that, because you totally don't have, like, 3 computers and, like, you know, do you want to know what the gaming PC, right? You want to know what this computer downloads? You want to know what websites this computer visits? Steam. That's it. Like, this computer that I'm on right now with the game on it, it does not browse the internet. It doesn't browse. I don't wander with this computer. I don't even watch YouTube on this computer. It's the other one, the one that has the security updates. That's the one I'm doing it on, the stream PC, right? The editing PC. This thing plays games. That's all this does. This, I know, first world problems, but like this does nothing but Steam, and is sometimes Discord. Every once in a while, I'll boot Discord up on this. Only because I'm, like, trying to do something over on the other system, and I just want to see Discord or look at it or communicate, but, like, that's it. So, like, I don't open email on this, I don't browse Twitter on it or click any links, none of that, right? Yeah. It doesn't matter what it does or doesn't visit. Things can travel from computer. It can, but just because it can doesn't mean it will. I get it. I understand your prerogative. I understand your concerns. I do. I understand them. I simply don't find them valid for me. That's all. Like, and if I'm wrong and I end up getting all my shit hacked, then okay, you know, hey, I guess I'll just have to, you know, wipe my system and reinstall all my games because that's the only thing on this system. Like, okay. Darn, if I didn't have those cloud saves, I would have really been screwed. Again, there are a lot of ifs. There's a lot of ifs. You're like, if they do this, if they do that. They're not going to. Like, they're not going to. I get your concerns. I just don't find them valid for my use case. I do appreciate your concerns, though. How dare you have a workflow that works for you? I know. Like, imagine for a moment that you were this good. Like, here's the situation where you'd have to be, right? You ready? You'd have to be this good to hack me, okay? With these security updates that I don't have in Windows, okay? This is how good you'd have to be. Step one, you'll need to determine the IP address of this system, okay? Now, this is not the system that's streaming to you, and both of my systems are independently using a VPN, not on the network, individually using a VPN. So you find the global IP address of my stream PC, you didn't find it for my game PC, okay? Step two, now you have to penetrate the network. Good for you. If you can do that, good for you. I've got pretty good security, but go for it, okay? And then step three, then you have to exploit this specific system. And if you manage to do all of those things, okay, you win.
Research
Good.
complete.
I will reinstall all my games, and then I will continue with my life. You know, whatever. It doesn't bother me at all. Good luck to you. That's a very big if, all right? I get it. We can invite the jester in, and somebody like him can do it. But nobody's randomly coming to my stream is going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. There's nothing to gain from it anyway. I don't have anything on this system that you could get, you know? So good. I guess you could get access to my Steam account. I guess. Okay, sure. I aside from just wanting to be a dick, there's nothing for you to gain from that. Dun 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 dun. If I get locked out of my PC, it's in my office right now. Like I just said, I wipe it, reinstall, and continue with my life. It's a very fast process, and I have nightly backups, off-site backups. You're not gonna stop me. I just restore it, and away I go. You know, easy game. It's like if you wanted to be malicious, the only thing you have is if you want to be malicious. If you're like, I really want to be a douchebag to this particular guy. Like, it'll be a minor inconvenience, but you'll get nothing financial out of it. Nothing. It's not worth your time. But go for it, if that's what you want to do. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Here's the thing, a compromised system on a network means the rest of the systems are at risk. So it's less about your gaming PC and more about all the computers on your network. I just told you, like you'd have to determine how to get in it. How are you going to determine that? You can't see my IP address. How are you going to determine that? I mean, maybe I'm serious. I'm asking for educational purposes because, you know, I'm not a security expert, but I feel like if you can't determine who I am and where I am on the internet, then how are you hacking me? I think that's like the step one, right? Is you have to figure out where I am, right? I'm asking for the purposes of knowledge, right? I want to see. I'm seeking knowledge right now. I'm not trying to say I'm all that in a bag of potato chips. I'm not a hacker. Right. Exactly. Like, the people who hack people, like, if you're going to hack somebody, it's got to be worth your time. Like, that's the other thing. It's got to be worth your time. So many people guard against things that are just so silly. You know? Like, I'm the guy who's using his name on the internet. Like, who cares? I don't care. It could be a mistake, but so far it's working out okay. So far it's not a big deal. Boom, boom. Of course there are ways. I'm not saying there aren't a way. I have never once in this entire conversation have I said I cannot be hacked. I have never said that. I would not be that naive to even make that claim. That would be a silly claim to make. Especially considering this is the internet and somebody's going to be like, haha, challenge accepted. I'm not trying to antagonize the challenge, right? But it's got to be worth, like, that my point is it has to be worth somebody's time, right? Like, you don't just, well, that security vulnerability is there, so I'll definitely be affected by it. No, just because it exists doesn't, it's a very niche thing. They patch it up, but it's a very niche thing, you know? You are worth my time. I'm not worth your time to investigate to hack, is what I'm saying. The system that is vulnerable to the exploits that you guys are worried about has nothing on it other than games. There's no financial information, no personally identifiable information, no nothing. It is a system that is completely 100% dedicated to games being played on it, and that is it. There's not a single thing you can get from it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, your argument is, well, if this system is vulnerable, then the other ones are. Like I said, have fun with that. You know? Have fun. You have to first identify who I am, right? There needs to be a reason to, exactly. Let's be less concerned about a target attack, a viewer going specifically after you, but broader attacks that are looking for any system that has a vulnerability. I don't know. I don't know what kind of attacks I'd be susceptible to there, Kavik. Can you give me an example? Give me an example of an attack that I would be vulnerable to when I don't do anything that is. I don't do anything on the internet that would expose me to those risks. Like, give me an example of something that I would be exposed to that is fixed by a patch, that's fixed by a security update, right? Like, that's fixed by a security update. Make sure that's a part of it. Because if the thing that you're talking about is not fixed by a security update, then it's irrelevant to this conversation. You could delete the game saves. Yeah, they could. They could delete those game saves. Gosh. That would be a real travesty, wouldn't it? I feel like, God, that'd be such a pain in the ass. I'd have to, like, click a couple buttons and get my offsite backups in. Like, shit. I'd have to, like, click a couple buttons and download my nightly backups. It sucks. Here's my point. If they get into your system in their network, they can get to any... I know that. You've said this already, and I'm reiterating the if. I reiterate the if. The if is a thing. Ever heard of the Heartbleed security patch or whatever it was named that fixed that? Which vulnerability are you talking about? Which? I want to know. I'm asking for the purposes of education. I'm not trying to be patronizing to you. I want to know. But everyone is so broad, right? So far, everything that's being talked to me is being so broad. It's like, what if you get hacked? It's so broad. Give me an example, you know? Like, give me an example. I do care, Jackson. I do. I want people to tell me specifics, though. I want specifics. Nobody's giving me specifics. Your Steam account doesn't have card details, billing address, stuff like that. You have to hack Steam to get that stuff. Not me. That has nothing to do with me. I have a complicated password and two-factor authentication. You have to hack Steam to get that stuff, not here. I don't know what WannaCry is, Arul. Like that's so we can talk about the exploits that are there, like the like the names of them, but I won't know what that means for me, right? I won't know what that means for me. I don't speak computer. All I know is that security flaw existed and it was named that way. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it to learn what exactly I need. Like, I think the overwhelming majority of you who are telling me that I'm at risk of being hacked, you don't even really have a fundamental understanding as to how I would be hacked. I think you're just it's that same sort of constant, like, persistent sort of you should be scared kind of mentality, which like is fine for guarding your own stuff. That's a healthy thing. But for telling someone they're doing it badly, you have to understand what you're talking about to tell someone that they're doing it badly. Like, I feel like that's a requirement. You have to know what you're talking about in order to tell someone else that they're doing it wrong. I think I should send back... I think I'm just going to send this stuff back. So this is going to load up and leave. And then we'll be left with only one rocket here. I think we exploited this asteroid very well. We got all the resources on it. We're not going to get all of this. The deep rare metals. We're not going to get all that stuff, unfortunately. But, I mean, that was a lot there. There was a lot there anyway. We got well over... I don't know. We got a lot. Actually, I still might need another rocket because there's five souls left. And I still have 107 on the surface. Rare metals are very... Yeah, rare metals are like really, really dense, I guess. They have a lot of mass, I guess. WannaCry is ransomware. Okay. And how would I get the ransomware? When's the new Surviving the Aftermath? I don't comment on when new videos are. I don't comment on when new videos are. Those with early access can see them and know when they are. Other than that, I don't comment on that. I meant you were saying you didn't care about being hacked because it doesn't really hurt you. That's not what I said at all. It's not what I said at all. Example, worms self-replicate, and part of their programming is to scan for vulnerable systems on the internet. Once found, they infect systems without user intervention. So how would they find me? Seriously, I'm asking because for the purposes of education. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I think some people think I'm saying I'm not hackable. I'm not. I'm not saying that at all. I want to understand. So, like, they search for systems. How are they finding me? Like, I know you don't need to know the specifics on like how they'd find me, because that would require you to like know. That would require you to like know how that operates, how that ransomware operates, right? What I'm saying though is, if I'm not clicking random links, if I'm not doing things that have any vulnerability at all in terms of like putting myself out there, how do they find me? Do they just scan Discord servers? Okay, that would work because I'm in a lot of servers, right? You know, that's the kind of stuff, right? You know, that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, what Sebastian said. Exactly. And then if I go... I guess I'll have to just place this. I so wish I didn't have to deal with hexagons. So wish the hexagons would go away. I'll put it on the other side of this pipe. Or this power cable. That's fine. I just want another pad for my asteroid rockets to land on. So we're at nearly 70% atmosphere now. We're only getting 0.8 per soul because of the lack of magnetic shields. I have $18 billion. And I'm wondering if I can add another space mirror. No, well, that's plus 10%. Yeah, that actually takes care of what I need. Phoenix 2. I'm going to send you to launch the space mirror. And that will take care of... That removes the toxic rains. Is it toxic rains that I'm getting rid of there? Yeah, no toxic rains. And then the mirror. So can I launch another one? Yeah, the magnetic shield right here. So if I launched another one with this, I don't want to send anything with dragon, but I'm going to do it anyway because this is the last video. I was trying to save all of the dragon rockets, but whatever. Basically shuts down systems in 2018, spread them from computer to computer, locked people out of their computers demanding a Bitcoin payment. Okay. But when you say computer to computer, right? How is it initially discovering them? You know, if it's ransomware, how is it getting downloaded initially, right? Like what's the point of origin, or what's the measurement or the metric or the whatever? I'm looking for the right word. What's the method of infection, I guess,
Resources
you know?
are low.
No, when you look at something like how did it get in, right? I missed the front end of this conversation. Why don't you want Windows to update? Okay, two parts of it, Kavik. The first is that people are saying that because my gaming PC, which is on a VPN, separate from every other system in my network, like it's not even wired to them. It's completely separate from everything else. The only method in which it's connected is through an HDMI cable into a well, okay, technically it's on the same like global network, right? Like one's wired in and one's Wi-Fi, but it's still the same network. So you still have that. But the only way it's connected hardware-wise is through an HDMI cable. So this computer that I'm gaming on, it does nothing but games. Its sole purpose is games. It's Steam and a little bit of Discord, and that is it. I have basically nothing else installed on this. And so I have automatic updates on Windows disabled for this system because it can mess with things. I don't want it to mess with things. But those automatic updates, realistically, if I was to look at it, it probably hasn't ran in like maybe 8 months, right? It's probably closer to 8 or 7 months. Everyone's telling me that's a problem because of some big exploits that like were fixed or something this year. My other system, the one that I do everything on, I browse it, I manage accounts, I manage emails, I have files, I edit videos and sort PDFs, upload off-site backups, all those types of things. That system is fully up to date. It's kept up to date all the time. But I'm not moving to Windows 11. I'm staying on 10. I think the big thing people are not thinking here is when I say I'm not updating, I mean I'm not going to Windows 11. That's the part that I think nobody's getting. So I feel like half the people are saying I am being really like irresponsible with my system because I'm not going to 11, or am I being really responsible because I'm not getting security updates on my gaming system that is, you know, yeah. I can't tell. Half the people probably are talking about Windows 11, and half of them are probably talking about security updates for Windows 10. So I'm trying to ask and get educated on why not getting Windows 10 is a bad thing. And I'm also trying to get educated on why my gaming system not having updates for 6 months is a big deal. Not a small, minor, really, really small odds of it being a problem deal, but why it's a big deal. Right? That's what I'm trying to get. There's a Twitch streamer that was hacked. Yeah. Hackers got in. Now you need to classify how, and removed all of his games from Steam and closed his account as an example. Right. So the how, right? You're looking for the term infection vector. Sure. The how did they get in part. That's the problem. Like, when people got hacked, how? Well, because they displayed their IP address. Okay, I'm on a VPN, so good luck with that. Like, none of the IP addresses are correct. None of them will get you in. I have a permanent VPN on my network drive, my NAS, and my wife's office, independently connected. Literally every computer in my house has a different global IP address. So good luck. That's what I'm trying to say. Because most of the time when hackers, like when streamers get hacked, usually it's because they're displaying their IP address somehow. Like they're playing multiplayer games and people can pull their IP address that way, right? I don't do that. I don't play multiplayer games that way. I thought you meant security patches. The security patches is irresponsible. Right. I mean, I have automatic updates on the gaming system turned off. Right. For like the last 8 months or so. So you're saying that's still a big deal. Automatic updates being off on this gaming system is still a big deal, is what you're saying. Why are people telling you what to do anyways? Oh, well, I'm asking them. I'm asking them to. I wanted to learn. I'm asking them to tell me why. I think I'm generating enough power, right? 35? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah. So I should have the perfect amount of power output during the day and storage during the night to keep this persistent now. And now it's just a matter of, can I load everything in the rocket? I'm going to need to send another rocket in order to do that. No more toxic rains.
Incoming.
No more toxic rains. Meteor shower is still a thing, though, until we get to 80%. Now, wait a minute. I launched a magnetic shield, didn't I? No, there's one soul left on that. Okay. So we should see this loss of atmosphere. Yeah. Okay, so I get about 0.8% of my atmosphere every soul now. Boom, boom, boom. VPN is not 100% safe. Nothing is 100% safe. The idea that anything is 100% safe is that would be silly, right? I'm not saying I'm unhackable. Not saying I'm unhackable. I'm saying that the odds of it being a problem are so astronomically low that people saying I'm irresponsible is a bit of a stretch. That's where I'm going with it. Global, non-system specific threats are a problem. I want an example though. Because you're saying I'm putting other people's computers at risk. I want an example of how. And Bluesy's telling me about the VPS thing. I totally get that. That makes sense. I'm literally, entering into the system. I get that completely. So we're talking about random attacks. So how does a computer, educate me? How does a computer get randomly attacked? What is the vector in which that happens, and how does the latest security updates from Windows stop that? WannaCry. You've told me WannaCry. I don't know what that does. Like, you can tell me what that is, and I won't know what it does. I think people underestimate just how, maybe overestimate just how much I pay attention to things that have nothing to do with my content creation. Like, I'm not going to have the time. I do not have the time to stay with technology like this. I don't have the time to do it. Pinging random IPs until it finds a vulnerable device. Okay, so once again, VPS would solve that. Well, I guess I don't know. I would say VPS mostly solves that. Or VPN mostly solves that. There are malwares that work this way and have been patched in the last year. Okay. But doesn't the VPN solve that problem? The pinging random IPs? I don't know if that solves it or not. Maybe I'm wrong. VPN wouldn't solve it because I'm changing my global IP as I display on the internet. But I suppose if the argument would be that if you are like pinging my actual one, like if it's random, right? If it's pinging the actual one, then it doesn't matter how I'm connected with the VPN globally. It would still get. Is that it? It's still an IP. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. See? Explained in a way I can understand. Good. Because saying wanna cry doesn't do anything for me. It makes me wanna cry. It doesn't do anything.
Resources are low.
You're just like, yeah, that guy. It's like, there's this dude that killed a guy. You should not talk to that guy. What's the guy's name? I don't know. That would be the opposite, actually. It'd be like, Jason is a dick. You should not talk to Jason. All right, well, there's a lot of Jasons, but I don't know what Jason did to you, but I'm sorry. All your comps use the same ISP. Correct. They do. For now. If I can ever get a competitor to Comcast, oh man, that'd be great. Like I could do something so different with that, you know? I would love that. I would love that. You could just get a whole new IP. Like my gaming system could be on Starlink. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Could people hack me through that? I mean, they'd have to go through to satellites to get to me, right? I wonder how that would work. How does like the independent security of the satellite network depend on their ability to get to me? You know? I have no idea. Does that play a role at all? Individual security? What about the measurements that are installed on my new router? My modem and stuff? Like doesn't that stuff stop stuff like that? Is there any way that my modem could stop something like that? An IP is an IP is an IP. Okay. Hacking sats is easy? Really? Really? I feel like that'd be way more complex. Starlink would just connect to the internet via ground stations. Well, everybody's house is ground stations, right? I mean, why do I need a dish on my roof if it's gonna connect to a ground station anyway? Isn't my house a ground station? Like, wouldn't the communication between my... Oh, I think what you're saying is like the origin, right? Like the origin of the signal comes up to the satellites, distributes, and then gets to me via the satellite. But at some point in that chain, it's still transmitting through... It's so complicated. I don't know. If it would make everyone feel better, I will do a Windows update on this gaming system when I'm done streaming today. Does that make everyone feel better? God. I swear. I think we're pretty much done with surviving Mars here. We solved the... I got to the point where I wanted to get to, right? So for the terraforming process, we only have a little bit left, right? And then as soon as this magnetic shield is done in 19 hours, then ending meteor showers is guaranteed. Okay, that gets us to 80%. That's guaranteed. The heat is already past 50%. The only other milestones there are regarding that have to do with getting mixed trees. So after that, like whatever. You know, the water is still a thing. The only other purpose for water from this point on and getting it built up is to get pine trees and things like that. So it's not that big of a deal. We can also get bushes already, and pine trees is not that far away. And then, you know, there's vegetation, which is a very big grind to get. And I'm not going to like play it on and on to get that. So we saw today how to put people on asteroids. I'll let you be the judge as to whether or not that was worth it or not. I will say that we got a lot of rare metals as a result of that trip. But if you are using Molehole,
Resources are low.
which we of course are not, but if you are using Molehole, then you're going to be generating that stuff faster anyway. right? Like that's not something you needed to do anyway. So, yeah. Starlink just skips the cable from your home to one of the Starlink's ground stations. Security patches, not updates. There's a difference. I almost wanna do something really quick, just to humor you. I just want to humor you. All right, hold on. Where is? Let me see. How do I even know where the Windows updates are? All right, so when's the last time this system was updated for security patches? Let's see. View update history. All right. The last time this system got a security patch was July 14th. That's not that bad, but it's also not recent, okay? So, you know, there are security patches I can install now, okay? But July is not that far back, okay? Not bad, not a bad deal. Okay, good. Nice. My green screen. You know, I don't care, right? This thing is, it's every time I move my camera, it messes up, you know? Every time I move my camera, there. I'm just gonna, thank you though. I do care, thank you. It's good. And I'll probably also have to click a different, this one right here. This one right here. Nope, yep, this one right here, okay. Yeah, July, okay. July. I will run it when the stream is done, okay? Just to make everybody happy. Including myself, because it's all for me, right? That's the reason why. Moho isn't even in, yeah. Mohole, right, not Moho. Isn't security updates like a vaccine? Provides the security system with new updates, removes old loopholes. I mean, sort of. I think that's like kind of a good analogy for it. I think. I'm gonna take and just lift off on this. I can't fit any more in this rocket anyway, right? Yeah. I need to bring another rocket to here anyway. But, you know, I don't need to bring another rocket because we are shifting. We're going to be shifting to workers and resources. So this is done. We're done with this. It's obviously, we could do so much more. And in your own colony, absolutely. But I've seen what I want to see. I've done what I wanted to do. We solved our mystery, even though it didn't leave. We got it. It's good. I don't give a rat's ass if you update to Windows 11. It's totally on you. I know. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. This has been an educational conversation, not like hostile. It's not a like I'm not saying you're wrong and I'm right or anything like that. Most of it was just to like understand how someone would possibly, you know, would get me with the way I'm set up. But yeah, I guess. It's a naive analogy. It works for most people, though. You don't have to understand how they work to understand that they're important. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So, in any case, I think we're going to wrap up today. Now, if you're watching live, as I know so many of you are, we will be transitioning you directly to the Workers and Resources stream. That's going to transition. You should be moved over there. That said, that stream's not going to start for like another 10 minutes or so, probably. I don't remember when it's scheduled. I have to adjust the schedule of it because I didn't know how long this one would go. So I'm going to adjust that, but you should all be moved over to that. If you're not, you'll find it on the channel's homepage. And I can probably leave a link to it right here too. I probably should do that anyway since I'm going to be here to do it. So let me just leave a link to that stream in the chat right now, and you can be transitioned to that hopefully. I'm gonna make sure this is scheduled. Okay, it's scheduled to go live 5 minutes ago, so I clearly have to fiddle with that. Let's go 12:45 on this. Give me a little time to eat. Yeah, so we'll have you guys transitioned over there at like 35, maybe. I don't know. 15 minutes from now. How's that sound? Yeah, I like it. So we'll open that up, and then we're gonna wrap up workers and resources too. We're gonna close that playlist as well. So thank you so much for chatting with me, for humoring me, and for educating me. I do appreciate it. And we can continue everything from there. So I'll see you guys in a second. Bye.